Hey guys, this is John, and I'm playing a 5-minute game against Chess2K. Let's see what he plays against d4. This guy's pretty high rated, 24-31. His finger note says, try to keep up. I will try that. So we have a Budapest Gambit. Against gambits like this, I just give back the pawn. I mean, against the Budapest especially, there's no reason to try to hang on to the pawn, especially in a blitz game. Let's just make it easy for ourselves, and I'll go b3 and bishop b2 and probably stick my net on d5. That's usually how I handle this gambit, or attempt to handle it. I realize this might not be technically the way to try to refute this gambit, but as I've said in previous videos, you have to get in the mind of the gambit player, and you know that they're ready for the really sharp stuff. And they don't mind slashing around a little bit should the opportunity present itself. So I think a calm approach, just developing the pieces and playing logical chess is in order. You're allowed to do that as white. a6. Okay, so he gives himself a retreat square. Queen c2. Does that make sense? Just to try to rule out bishop f5. I could go knight d5 as well. So if queen c2, knight b4, might be something for him. Maybe I'll take on e5 first. Let's do that. Just to make his knight take, and maybe then I'll go here. I think I like that even more. I just wasn't sure about if I leave the two knights like that, his knight jumping into b4. Even though his knights were stepping on each other's toes, I think that exchange might be kind of inevitable at some point. Let's just centralize. So bishop c6, and then I'll play knight d5. Queen g5 might be interesting for him here. If queen g5, I can play king h1, though, and I'll be threatening to play f4. Okay, so a4. It's strange that he went a6 and then a5. I think I'll just do this. And if he goes c6, I can play perhaps knight f4, or maybe just back to c3. Going back to c3 wouldn't be bad, because then I could play maybe knight e4 somewhere along the line. Okay, h6. Why h6? I don't get it. Queen c3 looks kind of annoying for him now. Threatening to play f4. Yeah, let's do that. It's kind of a direct move. Like, he's obviously going to see that I'm planning to play f4, I think. But it seems to present him some problems. Yeah, I probably should have considered that move. So I can play f4, but he'll just take. I take e5. That's nothing. I'll go here instead. So he wants to back my queen off. All right. So arguably, we both wasted a little time. Yeah, a4 is now slightly annoying. Knight d3, maybe? He'll take with his knight, I take with my bishop. Can I play bishop takes e5? Bishop takes e5, and if he were to take with the rook, I have knight d3. I use bishop f5 then. It's nothing. My knight is now misplaced. I want to be able to play f4, but I can't. And if knight d3, bishop f5 might be annoying. Not sure exactly what to do. Maybe bishop c3, offer to just swap bishops. It's pretty lame, though. Yeah, I kind of messed this up. I'm just going to play knight h5. I'll make him think about whether I'm going to play f4 or not. If he takes on b3, maybe I can take with the queen. It's probably not a terrible idea. He does not play that. Okay. Bishop d4. Let's go there. Feels like the right move. Okay, let's just take, and then I'll bring my knight back to g3 when he takes with the queen. Assuming he takes with the queen. I don't think my knight had much to do on h5 anymore, so bringing it back to g3 looks good. And knight e4 is a possibility. Let's just pre-move that capture. Those pawns were bound to come off at some point. d5. So he's trying to exploit the pin. Yeah, I have this move. If he takes it, I take d5. And if take, I can take with a rook. Position seems roughly equal. Wow, he doesn't take it. Okay. Let's go d6. I know I'm giving him 2 protected passed pawns by doing this. But these pawns are a long ways away from promoting. Oh, that move's annoying. I didn't see that move. Yeah, he's just trying to swap. Yeah, the queen trade kills a lot of my play. I might be worse now, because this pawn is going to be hard to defend. Still, if I can get my pawns connected in the center, I might be doing okay. I would like to play f4 next, if I get a chance. f4 and then e4, e5. Really connect all these pawns together. f4, knight f7. Let's go rook d1 first. Let's go h4. Not quite sure what he's up to with those pawns. Let's go rook b2. My rook's not doing anything on that square. Now I just really have to hurry. Let's go here. Let's try to defend. Get bishop f3 going. He's going to attempt to blitz me out now. Let's go here. Okay. Yeah, he's already in blitz mode.
Time warning.
Let's go here. This is dangerous for him, maybe. Gotta figure out a way to stop these pawns. That's a good way.
Check. 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 Check.
Yeah, this is now a draw.
Draw.
Check. Check.
Alright, I'll just stalemate him. Yeah, it was a draw at the end. I wasn't gonna win on time. Definitely not. He's too fast. Nor would I really want to. Alright, so, maybe I'm fortunate to get a draw at the end. Because it got messy. Probably not in my favor. I regret the decision to play d6 towards the conclusion of that game. d6 is not good. Let's go back and look. So Budapest Gambit. b3, bishop b2. I think all this is pretty normal. As I said, I wanted to exchange one pair of knights because I didn't like that after queen c2, trying to deny his bishop the f5 square, he can play this move. I thought that would inconvenience me. So that was the purpose of trading. If he took with like the pawn, I was going to try to use the e4 square to my advantage, jump in there with the knight. This is probably okay for him though. So take, queen c2. I think all this is pretty normal. I really liked my position around here. Maybe queen c3 wasn't so good. Maybe I should adjust my move order. Maybe play f4 first and then queen c3. Let's say f4 and kind of depends where he goes. Let's say knight g4 because I think that's probably what he would have done. Bishop takes, now queen c3. Threatening mate. So maybe get him to play f6 and my rook is under attack. e3 is defended now. Maybe rook de1. I don't know. Position's hard to assess. He has c6 again. I keep forgetting about c6. That traps my knight. That's kind of disastrous. My knight isn't as stable on d5 as I would like. Queen c3. King h1 is probably a useful move too, just to get out of the way of this, not pin, but just get out of the diagonal so his bishop can never bother me. I mean, if I do play f4, then I am pinned. My e3 pawn is pinned. Hinders my play. Let's see. This is a point where I want to see what the engine thinks. The engine says bishop d4 and just swap the bishops. Okay. It's probably not going to be a huge fan of my queen c3 move. c6, knight f4, bishop b4, yeah. Okay, here it likes queen c1. Yeah, if it had dawned on me that he was going to play a4, I would definitely have played queen c1, because the difference is after a4, now I can play a3. Whereas with my queen on c2, when this happens, he can insert the move a takes b3, hitting my queen. But here, a takes b3 would just lose the bishop, so... Yeah, queen c1 is more accurate. For some reason, I still had it in my head that it was more important to stop bishop f5. Hence, I chose queen c2. He did this. Knight h5. Might not be that bad. Bishop d4. Okay, so the computer at least thinks I have a small advantage here. Queen c3 is better in this position. Queen c3 maybe to allow me to play b4. Yeah. I guess I didn't have to move this knight back from h5. It's not that weak out there. It is defended by my bishop. So even though his queen is on the same rank as that knight, there's no discoveries he can do that like immediately put it in danger. Actually, he can't do discoveries, period, with my queen on c3 because I'll be threatening mate. Oh, so this renews the threat of f4 if I play queen c3 now. f4 is on the agenda again. Yeah, that would have been a much better move instead of my meek knight retreat. Knight g3. d5, I played b4. He took, I took. Queen a5. Yeah, well, computer thinks d6 is okay. I definitely would not have played d6, though, in retrospect, because I think queen a2... Oh, my bishop is defended. I was thinking this whole time that this forced the queen trade, because if I move my queen, I was thinking he wins my bishop. But, of course, that's not true. Yeah, I can play queen c3 or queen c1. And it's important for me to keep the queens on the board here, guys, because by playing d6, I'm relying on my dynamic chances in the position. I think long-term, this is not a good pawn here. It's blockaded. I'm giving him two connected passers. Those two connected passers, even though they're not as advanced as my pawn, they have more potential than my pawn. So that's why when I played d6, I was banking on the fact that I could keep pieces on the board and maybe try to go f4 and, like I said, connect these pawns together. So yeah, the eval starts to look more favorable for him once I trade queens. I mean, it's about dead equal now. I would take black here personally. I think it's easier for him to play. King g7. The engine likes a lot of these moves he's playing. Yeah, I kind of lost the thread around here somewhere, huh? It was tough. He started playing fast right around this point. He's playing off my time pressure. It's a smart strategy. Yeah, I didn't know what to do. Rook b2. I'm not happy about that move. I really want to go f4 and try to go e4 next, but when he played f5 on move 27, I mean, yeah, he was playing against the plan of f4 and e4. That's pretty clear. And now I should be worse.
Check.
My momentum got stalled. I really need to play the move e4. I need to break with my pawns. Okay, here h5 would have been a good idea. Okay, because he's not defending f5 sufficiently. So I'm trying to knock out this pawn so I can get at that f5 pawn. Yeah, and just see how fast he's playing now. He was playing like we were equal on time, even though he had an extra 30 seconds. That's a really good strategy. It's tough to play against someone who does that. He's pressuring me on the clock, and he still leaves himself a chance to think if he really needs to. But otherwise, he was playing with a real sense of urgency. And I should be losing here, I think. I do think I kept the tension pretty well. You know, I tried to use my one trump, which is the d-pawn, to distract him and go win his pawns, and it worked. And I know I'm skipping over a lot of stuff that's second best. I mean,
Check.
I don't know that this is really
Check.
crucial to analyze. These are
Check.
time
Check.
pressure moves.
Check.
And I'm happy with the draw, even though I was probably
Check.
winning at the end. But yeah, I didn't think I really had enough time. I think most practical thing to do
Check.
is just go and win the pawn and ensure the draw. But yeah, this endgame should be a win, right? Like, say king takes, king f4. I think I'll eventually win this pawn. King e6. Oh yeah, it won't even take that long. Rook g3, bring the rook to g6. That will force his knight to go somewhere passive. So like here, check.
Check.
Let's see here, king f5, yep. And now he can't even play
Check.
knight d6 because... No, actually he can do that. I thought I could take here for a second, but I can't. King e5
Check.
here. Probably it'll be some sort of zugzwang soon. King f8, king f5 here. It's something like this. Yeah, and my king will get in. Alright. Eventful game. Happy to get the half point. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. And please feel free to leave me any feedback in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys.